what's going down, you know what I'm talking about? It seems like the same haters who watch me be the same ones who give me a copy. But we all got the same 24 hours in a day, so why would you hate me? You know what I'm talking about? My shine. Go ahead and make a loving act.
Right.
Just
I
doing
mean,
what's right.
but you, like you said, I wanted to, meaning, that want is a feeling you had to give. You feel me? Because you it ain't love, but you definitely care. Because if you didn't give a fuck,
But
you
we're
would have
not
walked
talking
right
about care.
past them and
No,
went
I'm saying,
about
but
your
we're not
day.
talking about care. We talk about love. You said we.
Right.
I'm talking
So
about the
with him
feeling.
being the person who may only care, handing it to him, the other person may have received it as love. You know what I'm saying? They felt it on the other level. You know what I mean? It's the action first. You know what I mean? That's how I see that
I
shit.
like
But
that.
you
I
know,
like
I
that.
can understand it from both ways.
I like that. I like that. Like I could literally slap a bitch during sex or choke her, and she could.
Exactly.
I could look at it like almost my lustful act, and she could be looking like this nigga love me. He ready to kill me. Like seriously. On the other end, she could be looking at it totally different from the way I'm giving. I might just be in the moment wanting to dominate her, and she could be feeling like, oh, he love me, kill me, nigga, kill me. So different levels.
So like the goddess, somebody said, you feel me? Those what she say? Those we got chemicals that, you feel me? It's chemicals our brains produce when satisfied, and so these chemicals are, will give us a feeling. Once the chemical is released, we get that want, that feeling to want to do something, the urge. The urge is a feeling, but like the goddess said, it's chemicals like dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin. You feel me? Motherfucking endorphins. You got many different norepinephrine, adrenaline, many different chemicals that, when produced, it give us a feeling, and then we act on that. But I definitely get why y'all. I get it from y'all perspective too, though, bro. Why y'all say, you feel me? It's an action first. I understand it from that perspective on the real.
Yeah, then I had something I wanted to say 10 minutes ago that was really good. I forgot. I forgot what we was talking about. I mean, we was talking about the same subject, but it was something. Damn, it was good too. You know what I'm saying? Um, damn,
How
man.
this conversation start? That's a good question.
Just building. What's up, Liz?
Now
You
we
know,
just be building,
just building.
yeah,
Yeah, it's a random build.
yeah,
It wasn't nothing that
we
got us.
building, man. We was talking about poly first, and then we got in,
Yeah, it was something I wanted to
went
say.
down the rabbit
It was
hole.
gonna give us a good perspective. We was all gonna give a perspective on. Um. Oh, the way we got up on it. Cause I asked him and think about this because you wasn't up in here, so I want to see you. I want to see how you gonna say if you really dissect this and think about this. What's up, Indy? What is love? If we talk about love, see, because y'all making it to what people like the way we're giving up these definitions. We're making it to where love is more so subjective, and love ain't supposed to be subjective. Love is supposed to be love. Once we understand what love is, but if it is subjective,
Wait,
do you?
love ain't supposed to be subjective?
I don't believe so. I believe love. I don't believe so. I'm not saying it ain't. I think love
So
is supposed to be love, and there's different levels of that love. You get what I'm saying? It's
what
different.
about in
I
love?
think
You
love
was
is
gonna say
love,
something about in
but it's
love?
different levels of that love is love. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's just my version of what I believe love to be. But let me say this: the way we got on there is because we were saying, is somebody is love supposed to be conditional or unconditional? That's how we started. Is love unconditional or is love conditional? And if you say that you love somebody, you with somebody you love, and then when something goes wrong, you don't love them no more, you hate them, was it really love? Or was it something else? So what do you say to that? Too much?
Well, when you dealing with hate, that's just the other side of love. But I think the actions of love can be conditional. The feeling itself don't really change. You know what I'm saying? I might not want to be around you no more, but if I love you, then I'm still gonna always give a fuck about you. Am I
Like
gonna
you said,
subject myself to some bullshit? No, absolutely not. Because I love me and I love you. So me loving me, I have to move.
yeah. So basically, you saying the same thing I said. I said love is unconditional because some people say love is conditional. Love is not conditional. Just because I don't fuck with you no more, I don't like you no more, I still love you. I just don't fuck with you. That's real love. But if somebody say they hate you and they don't love you no more, then that wasn't love in the first place. Because love don't switch up like that. You can't just switch on. You can't just switch on fucking love, and you can be upset with somebody and you cannot fuck with somebody no more. But you can't turn off your love for somebody if it was real love.
Nah, I do believe it can turn into hate though, depending on what happened. But I still feel like hate is just the other side of love. Now, if they get to where they completely indifferent, now that's different. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker don't give a shit what happened to you at all, either way. Yeah, that showed me that you never gave a fuck. You know what I'm saying? You just going back into your regular shit. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely conditional.
Guru boss. Guru, hold on. You just give me
I
your
don't
opinion,
I
so I'm
feel
not
like
mad at you. So don't take
I
this like
feel
I'm offended. But Guru boss is not saying if you don't fuck with them no more, that's not true love. What are you talking about? So if I love you every day and you did something so fucked up to make me say, you know what, I can't fuck with you no more because I love me, but I love you, but I don't love you for the sake of the sake of my phone died, y'all. My phone died. Y'all can come back up. Hold on. Let me check your office. What's the name? Hold on. All right. Yeah, my phone had died. But yeah, like I was saying,
so now you yeah.
yeah, man, do you, just because you don't fuck with somebody no more, I can think of how many people that's in my life right now that I don't fuck with, but I still love. So so basically what you tell me, Guru, is it's not nobody in your life that you still love that you're not around. If they need me, will I still be there? It depends on the It depends on how they need me. Cause right now I got some exes that I'll be there in a drop of a dime. You know what I'm saying? If they needed me, I was there for Z. Z did some backstabbing shit to me. I don't got to put it out there. If you know, you know. And as soon as I got out of prison, I was there for her because she needed it. So I was still there for it. Uh, if Korea was to call me right now and she needed anything, I'm there. You know, if it, you know, um, however, um, I feel like love. You don't want to see nothing bad happen to somebody. You know, and you want to make sure that they're okay still. And I would do that with people that's not even on that level. If it was, nah, nah, I can't. Nah, shit. We're gonna keep on going. Where too much at? Too much. Come up here. Come over here. I can't give everybody. I can't give everybody that. I wouldn't.
Why you over here trying to lie?
I thought I started thinking of some shit, and then I realized I never loved them. I never loved no fucking yet or nothing like that. We didn't get that far. You know what I'm saying? I never loved them.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I liked them. That was cool, but I never loved them. That's different. So they can't just call
I
me.
kicked whatever because he was echoing into the other account. I just thought it was a fake page because it has no sense and it had no picture. So I just thought it was a random ass fake page.
So what you doing? What you doing being in Charleston? You not in Florida no more?
Who's in Charleston?
I seen your location told me. I came in your shit earlier today or yesterday.
My shit forever says Salem.
It said Charleston or some shit like that. I'm like, what?
I don't know. No, somebody that was in my live. I was in somebody's live that's from Charleston, but
Oh, okay,
I'm
okay.
not over there.
Because it was on resting mode or some shit. I don't know. It was weird. Yeah, it
Mm.
was weird.
Yeah, I was on rested mode, but I be in somebody's live that's in Charleston all the time.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense for sure. For sure. Uh,
Yeah, but I said you was blocked because I've yet to get that phone call.
because I just got finished with it today. Well, the reason why, like, I knew what I had to do. I didn't forget. I just got finished. I'm gonna do something with you for this song called Bonnet, and I'm gonna connect you with me because I know how you be. I know how you gonna do something. I'm gonna do something with you virtual, but it's gonna be so like real. It's gonna be dope. I got some ideas. I don't like to say all my shit up on here, but I'm gonna do something with you. I'm gonna do something with a few women, but I want you to be on this. I want you to do something specific. You know what I'm saying? So we just not finished the song today. He just not put his singing on it today, and I gotta put a couple more parts. So by the end of tomorrow, I'm gonna call you just with everything. I just didn't want to hit you with bits and pieces. That's it. You know?
All right, that makes sense.
Yeah. I didn't want to hit you with bits and pieces. But yeah, Chief, you there still, bro? What you think about the topic, Kai?
Yeah, I'm right here, bro.
I'll listen to your
About the
beats.
love topic, I was speaking on it time to time. You know how I feel about it. I mean, to each his own. You know, it might be for some people, it might not be for everybody. I don't know.
What might not be for everybody?
But I mean, like, I don't
What might not be for
that love
everybody?
shit.
No, love is for everybody. And the reason why I say that is the only people that say that it's not for everybody.
Oh no,
If,
everybody
if,
can receive it, but to be
uh,
married and in love, oh yeah, you're supposed to have love for everybody. You're supposed to, even if you don't fuck with them, supposed to love them from a distance.
yeah, but that's all. But you probably came in on half of the thing because I said that's not a such thing. You can't be in love with somebody. We made that term up. Being in love with somebody is a very unhealthy attachment. So we supposed to love. We either have a strong level of love for somebody, but being in love is to be out of love with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like like we're not supposed to be delusional over anybody. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want nobody to be in love with me. I want them to strongly love me and have that respect for me, to be in alignment with where I'm going in life. But to be in love with me, I don't want nobody to fall out of love with themselves. I feel like the more that somebody loves themselves around me, the more they can love me. The more I can love myself, the more I can love you. You know what I'm saying? I can love you properly. But if I'm just up your ass all day and you up my ass all day, man, you can't be your best potential. You can't be the best version of yourself that God put you on earth to be. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to me, I don't want my women to be in love with me, because that causes a lot of problems and a lot of feelings because they don't see nothing, they don't see their own life. All they do is see me. That's gonna be a problem, a major problem. You know what I'm saying? And I've been on both spectrums of it. I done been in super love, and I thought it was cool to be in love with the butterflies and just all day just thinking, man, fuck all that. I love you, have a strong feeling. Like the women in my life, I strongly love them. You know what I'm saying? But I have a deep, a great enough love to still love myself and to love the purpose of my life to where my love is not possessed. I'm not possessed by them to where it's like, oh, my whole life just revolves around what the fuck they doing.
No, I feel that. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't tried that love, real love. I haven't tried it in a while, baby. I've been busy. I've been busy. I done hung my coat up in the air. I don't know.
Too much.
Can y'all
Too
hear
much.
me?
You said I don't know. What you mean? You want to come? You want? Did you want to come back up, brother? Hold on. This whole thing, my whole little layout is fucked up. I can't even pull people up. But let me know if you get in the queue. Let me know if you're in the queue. It should put
I ain't gonna stunt though. I think you can, of course you gonna have love or give love to people or you love someone, a very intense feeling of deep affection. But I honestly I do think a person can lose a very intense feeling of deep affection for a person, meaning they don't have love any form anymore. I think people can lose the love they have for people, under certain circumstances.
I think. All right. So look, we gotta. That's why I said we gotta be very.
That's not to say that they really didn't love them. That's the point I want to make, bro.
No, because
You
you're talking
feel
about
me?
because you're talking about feelings. I'm talking about expressions of action. You get what I'm saying? Now I
Right.
can stop. It's kind of
No,
like what
that's
Toomuch said. I can stop expressing by action of love, but if you really love somebody, like the feeling doesn't have to be intense. My feeling
that
don't.
ain't love then.
My feeling don't have to
That
be.
That's
is
just a
okay.
gentle liking.
Even
That's just
even
a gentle liking. If it ain't
no, no, no.
intense,
Think
it's a
about it.
gentle liking.
Think about this. Even a parent or a grandparent can stop fucking with you because you on crack. That don't mean they don't love you. That mean, nigga, I can't have you around me. The things that you have going on in your life are gonna affect me and everything that I have going on. It don't mean I don't feel for you. I'm gonna feel real bad, and I hate that what you going through and all of that. But I cannot allow that to stop what's going on over here. You know what I'm saying? That's what we talking about.
No,
That's it.
I get it too much. But I know grandmothers that's very evil that hate their kids, their grandkids, and they strung out on drugs themselves. So that I understand the demographic and those type of people you talking about. But there is people out there that's grandmothers that hate motherfuckers, hate their kids, be stealing, lying. You
Yeah,
feel me?
we
Doing
ain't
whatever.
we ain't denying none of that.
Yeah, but
You know
that's
what I'm
not
saying?
what
Like, and that could, yeah, that could be the person that you actually talking about. It could be your grandmother who's a crackhead. But
That part. That part.
is you gonna leave her in your house unattended? Is she still shit? No, you still love her, but nigga, it's
Right.
distances that
You.
happen when people get
Y'all.
to
Let's run
doing
it up, y'all.
shit.
Let's run it up.
That don't
No,
mean
but as far as her loving you though,
Let's get some
her
dragon
loving
bubbles,
you.
y'all. Come on, y'all. We chilling up here
I
tonight. Can we
mean,
get some dragon bubbles and some luxury cars? I understand, the little gifts and stuff like that. I appreciate that. I'm not trying to sound like but can we get some bigger gifts up in here? Let's get some drag. When we haven't even got to a fourth star yet. Come on, we should be at a fifth star. Go head into a box. I've been on here chopping it up with y'all. I've been giving y'all content almost every single day. Today my off day. I'm giving y'all content tomorrow. Come on, let's run it up in here. I know I'm shadow banned, but the gifts ain't shadow banned, y'all. Let's run it up in here, man. If we can.
man, you know what? I say this to you. Yeah, it is people who don't love nobody. Well, I'm not denying that fact at all. But you can still do fucked up shit to somebody you love. I sold dope to my granddaddy. That didn't mean I didn't love that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like a nigga, you will find
You
yourself, and I'm
right.
talking about me instead of somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll find yourself doing. I done cheated on my girl before. I love her, nigga. Like so,
And I
like
was just
what
about to
in the
say that. I'm
fuck do
glad
that
you
got to
brought
do
that
with it?
up. This is so good. This conversation this is a good conversation. Cause I'm about to say, cause I already know all the women was gonna put ones. I was about to say, can a man hurt you and still love you? I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna put.
I mean, and they didn't
No,
hurt
you can't
him and
hurt.
still love him.
Yeah, 'cause a lot of people think for some reason a lot of females feel like a man can't hurt you if they love you. What? These are two totally different things. I can still be a sleazeball, or I can still have no self control, or no self discipline, or make mistakes, or do whatever I do. That don't have nothing to do with the love I have for you. And that's where y'all fuck up. You say, "Oh, I thought you loved me. If you loved me, you wouldn't have did this." That's not true. People can still have fucked up patterns, addictions, lustful things in nature, and still make those decisions and still love you. Believe it or not.
You know that's as crazy as saying this. If you want to say you can use cheating or anything else that a man do, that would be as crazy as me saying, if you love me, you won't ever raise your voice at me. And then if she get mad and say, "Oh, nigga, I'm sick of this shit," I'm like, "You never loved me. You never loved." That ain't got shit to do
Shit to
with it.
do
You
with
know what I'm
love.
saying?
What
That's
if
something that
a
you
woman
do.
says that's like saying I can lie to you even though I love you.
Yes.
Like is it do
Yeah,
you
Yes.
think
she
that
can. That don't mean that
Yes.
she don't love
It don't mean
you.
she don't
Like
love
you got
you.
so
so
It
that
don't mean
means that
she
when
she
we
don't
has
like
dealing
something
with
you.
going on. Wait, that's
and
something
that's
going
the
on within herself. That ain't got nothing to do with how she feel about you. Now that's
Bingo.
right.
something she need to work on. Just like I had to work on this shit with myself. I don't cheat no
Bingo.
more. I wouldn't sell my granddaddy no crack no more. You know what I'm saying? Like it's things that you start to work on when you get time to do it. However,
Yes.
that didn't have nothing to do with them feelings ever. None of them times.
And let me add to this.
For
You're
sure.
100% correct. We have to stop equating love to lying, love to hurting. Love, you can't equate that. Love is love, lying is lying, hurting is hurting you. You can be all three. You can be all three. It doesn't make it right. It don't make it right. But you can love and be
If
a
that's the
liar.
case, don't nobody's parents love them. Cause nigga, they done did all type of shit to you. I guarantee you, they done lied to you. They
So
done did
can you
something
love a
to you.
person? Can you love a person and don't respect them? Because you can respect a person but still don't love them. But can you love a person and not respect them? That's a good question.
Ooh, let me think about that before I
I
answer. Hold
think
on.
that you can. I'll answer that honestly. I think that you can love a person and you may start off with respect and then lose it. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. But I don't think that you can start off, you know what I'm saying, without respect and have love.
I love the way you said that.
Okay, I like
I
that.
gotta
I
agree.
like
I
that.
gotta agree. You can most definitely
Yeah.
love somebody because I feel like when you first love somebody or you first whatever for it's a lot of respect there. The way you talk, the way you act, uh, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of respect there. But you can most definitely lose that respect and still have love for that person. Yup. I agree.
I wanted to touch on what I was gonna say when I
Good.
came
That's
up.
good. Good.
Bro, you was okay, you were talking about loving yourself and being in love with another person. Um, my stance with all of that is uh when it comes to being in a relationship with another person, the most effective thing for me personally and what's worked in my relationships is to not just be so in love with myself or in love with them, be in love with what we're doing together. And for us both to pour into what we doing together to love, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, we love each other, but you know what I'm saying, loving the process and what we trying to accomplish and all of that, that shit really makes shit stay together.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah. So it kind of
Nah,
goes
for
to what I
sure.
was saying with,
Definitely.
this, I tell people that I can't focus on my woman or my women because I'm in love. Well, not in love, but I love the purpose more. I love my purpose on earth, and my purpose is what I'm doing with us in totality, in a whole nutshell. You know, being in love with that, the
Nah, for
portion
sure.
of life and things of that nature. So, yeah,
Shit, when we dealing with, I was explaining that shit from a very different perspective, but still rooted in truth. Meaning, like, when you decide to love someone,
get some
this
in here,
is love
Sarge.
you take. This is when we take away love from self and give it to somebody else. Meaning, the love I give you, that's coming from a place. That place is within self.
Thank you,
So
dear.
we take love from self and give it away to another person. And then, we don't notice it until we break up. Then it's a piece of it, feel like a part of you is missing, like an emptiness. It's not necessarily the person, but it's all the love you've given that person. That's when you realize it. Now you low on your self-love. And this one we got going isolation after them breakups, rebuild up love, our self-love back, and then get back in the field. And
Rebuild
so the
that.
main point I was trying to explain, the main point I was trying to say though is it's not about, stop loving people because everybody needs to be receiving and giving love. But just be mindful of the people you give your love to because, you can show love to people. I'll show you some love, but as far as give you love,
Let me ask you
everybody
something.
ain't
Why not?
deserving of that. So just
Why
be
not?
mindful of the people you give your love to.
Why not? Do you think somebody can give something that they don't have?
Absolutely not. If you ain't got
So,
self love, then you
so,
can't give it to
so,
nobody else.
so you think everybody that say they love somebody, you think they love somebody because they said they love somebody?
Absolutely not. Most people don't even know what love mean. They
Bingo,
think they do. They really don't even
bingo,
know what it means.
bingo. So I think that 80% of the people don't know what love is in the first place. So we're throwing it around. I don't think that when they leave the relationship they feel empty because they gave their love away. I think they feel empty because they were so used to investing so much time and energy instead of taking care of their own self and having self love and doing what they want
Giving
to
your love
do.
away
To
though,
where
bro.
now
Same
it's a
thing.
void. So now it's a void of time because instead of filling up the space with doing something, you gave all that space to the person you was with. So now that that person ain't in your space no more, all you can do is sit back and think about that person because they usually occupy your time.
Right, and that's what
I
I'm
can
saying.
dig it.
Like that you give up your space for that person. That's a part of giving a person your love, your time and energy, your attention. You're giving them your love, and so like when we break up, that's I'm just explaining from from my perspective, dealing with
Right.
our teachings on love, because this is what I teach. You feel me? And so it's like when we dealing with the breakup, you feel an emptiness. And it's not necessarily the person, because you can get back with the person and still be feeling like you feel be irritated or whatever. But it's all the love you've given yourself. I mean, you've given that person and taken away from self.
Let me
People
ask you
don't
this.
realize when I give you love, I'm taking away love from within self to give it to another person.
I
Let me
think
ask you
love is
let me
too
ask you
abundant
this.
for that.
Let,
Uh, Go
let me
ahead.
let me ask you this real quick and follow me. I need you to follow me. Can a person give somebody all their time, all their energy without giving love?
Oh, I want to answer that.
Where your time and your
Think
energy
about
is
it.
an aspect of
Think
your love.
about it.
I don't
Think
think
about
so.
it.
I don't think.
Think
I mean,
about it.
Man,
Because
I,
let me
see,
say this.
lust,
Let me
boy,
say this.
it
I
can be
don't think
shit.
so
lust.
unless you
It
forced
can
to.
listen.
It,
It can be
unless,
convenient,
unless you forced to.
comfortability, lust. We cannot equate.
Man,
Let me
listen,
not give y'all the answer. I don't want to give
I
nobody the answer.
got
Y'all
it.
go. Go ahead. Let's go.
Listen, bro, it's man, look, man. I
Unless you
say
forced to, G.
80, I say 80% of motherfuckers who say they in love or talk about love or whatever, they do all of these actions that we talking about for selfish reasons, and that's not love. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
So
That's
Thank
conditional love.
you.
it,
That's
That,
conditional
that's
love.
what I'm saying. You get me.
no, so like motherfuckers be, I did this for this nigga and this, that, and the other. Well, nah, man, you really did that for you. You know what I'm saying? You
Let's
did that
go.
Facts.
because
That
you
part
What up,
wanted
is.
a
Leos?
certain thing in your life and a certain result. It had nothing to do with you like this person. You know what I'm
You
saying?
got it.
That's the whole thing about it.
You got it. And that's why I was trying to say, like, y'all be equating love to everything. Oh, I'm spending all this time. No, you could be spending that time to gratify yourself. Or you could be spending this time just because you want to satisfy somebody. And and you satisfying somebody could be in the back door of really satisfying your own ego for validation. It can just be
There you go.
Yeah,
validation.
that's what love is, though.
It's
No,
a
That's
it's
whole
why
lot
not.
of
people
that.
love
That's
people.
not love.
That's why people.
That's not
That's why I'm saying that's what
love is
to
not
society.
self-seeking.
That's what
Listen,
they think love is.
no, that's what
We
they
know what
think love
love is.
is.
I'm saying to the mass of
Yeah,
people, that's
that's
what
what they
they think
think.
love
But
is.
that's why we breaking it down
Right.
tonight because love is not self-seeking.
That's called conditional love.
That's not
That's
Hey,
love
so
at
called
peep
all.
this
We
conditional
gotta
shit
love.
stop
though.
doing it. It's not a such thing as conditional love. It's either love or not
Everything
love.
has a category and a place.
It's either love or not love.
I can dig it.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I
Go
was
ahead.
thinking this though. With that being said, when you look at all of that shit, man, the truth is most motherfuckers don't even start at the right place. They don't even like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like when you really break it down to is small as shit. You don't even like this person. You doing all because if you like this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't be in the positions you in. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
so how people break up most of the time, it be really over trivial bullshit. It don't be all the big old shit they talking about because that shit happens 10, 20 times before they ever decide to break up. What it is you don't like them as an individual, and you like the idea that you made of this motherfucker. The truth, that's all it come
Talk
down to,
it.
bro. You don't even like this
Talk
motherfucker.
it. Yeah. And that's why I
Definitely,
tell people all the
definitely,
time. A lot
definitely.
of people don't fall in love with the person that they're with. They're falling in love with the potentiality, the potential of what it could be, not the reality of the person. It's all a
Not
figment of
even
the
what it could
imagination.
be, what you think you could make it. You know what I'm saying? What you want to manipulate it into. You think you a motherfucking sculptor or some shit, nigga, and this some clay.
Now we talking. Now we talking.
It's
See,
deep,
these are the
man.
conversations a lot of people don't know how to have because they don't know how to dig deep. A lot of people are surface level, so they only say, "No, love is this, love is that." So it brings you right back to the beginning. Can you love some? Can you give all your time to somebody, spend a bunch of time with somebody, and not love them?
I think if you
Yes.
forced to, you feel me,
If you
like,
forced,
and you love us, and you with conditional love, you can conditional love, yes.
um,
Right, because
Because
if they
you in
go
it for
against them
self. You
conditions, they gone.
It's bring you back to the self. You in it for self. You doing it for your self satisfaction. That's like conditional love. I'm gonna love you
Conditional.
as long as you go up do it by my means.
Yeah.
You
Right.
feel me?
Right. Right. And I don't think that a lot of people are only. A lot of people share relationships only for self gratification. And I get it. Duh. Yeah, we're supposed to be gratified. I get that. Yes, gratification. But primarily, I don't feel like that should be the only reason. I believe that, like, the reason why me and Armani got through a lot of stuff, because even when things got very testy between us and things happened, whether I'm doing this or she's doing this, we had love. See, we had real love, not spending time with each other, not doing anything, but we had love, and that was the glue that brought us together. You get what I'm saying? That real love for
Hell
each other.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
And
Like,
to go back to the simple thing, I
yeah.
like you as a person and I want you around me. That's the most simple shit. Do you like this motherfucker?
Hmm.
Yes, indeed.
Hell yeah, it's deep. Like hell yeah, I think that's why I say like I say people have conditional love. Like you feel me? Most people they love people only for self gratification, and you feel me? Like it shouldn't be like that because that ain't true love. I definitely agree with you.
All right, let's
It's
build
just
on
we just
this.
using
Let's
two
build on
different
this.
words.
I don't know if y'all want me to get my opinion first. Somebody said any hold on, they said, but you have to spend time with a person to build love. True or false?
I think absolutely true love takes time.
It's not.
You
Listen, we
feel
gotta
me?
stop doing that. We're putting true love, fake love. It's not a such thing. We made that up. It's either love or not love. We do
I
all the
mean, we got different
semantics.
levels of love. We just
No,
we established that there's different levels of love.
but
So I say stronger levels of love, the highest levels of love needs time. It takes time.
so I would say I would disagree. I would say you don't have to build like you don't
Angel
like,
face, what up?
you talk about building a feeling. So if the love is already there and I love you and I happen to be in the army or I happen to be on tour or I happen to be locked up in prison, and we can't talk all the time, but I know I love you. They don't have to be built because love is love. Love is love. I don't have to be building that love. Now, what you're talking about is the feeling of love, that intense feeling. So, yes, I want that spark. You're talking about the spark and the feeling and the emotional point of it. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about love. You
You
don't have
saying
to.
the action.
Yeah, just that intense feel. I can have an intense feeling with. I can have an intense love for you without without having to spend time with you 24/7.
Or even like meeting somebody
Yeah, for sure.
like when I
For
met the
sure.
woman I'm married to, right?
Mhm.
I knew I liked her a whole lot, like in like 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying, nigga? And this is years ago. You know what I'm saying? I knew it was real then. You know what I mean? Like, and that don't happen with everybody. You know what I mean? I ain't saying that that's the type of shit that happen all the time, but yeah, nigga, that shit really happen like that sometimes.
Right, right, right.
Yeah, for sure. It definitely can happen like that, like for those type of ways. You feel me? And it can love can be manifested in many different ways. I ain't gonna even we can't sit here and put it on just one way of manifesting. You feel me? You gonna grow. It's some people need to spend some time with you to actually love you truly. You feel me? Some people can love a person right, love at first sight, and both everybody is right on the real. It ain't just one all way.
So, okay,
Yeah,
we can start
I say
there.
this too
Go
though.
ahead, go ahead.
Hold on, let me hit him with this though. I agree with that because man, it's in with the levels of it, right? So when you looking at it like that, uh, it's the difference between when I first meet you and let's just say love at first sight. That's one thing. That's the surface level. You know what I mean? I might even like your conversation. You make me feel this feeling and all of that, but is that gonna stand the test of time when I don't like how you
Time and
don't
effort. Yep.
rinse the fucking sink out when you spit your toothpaste out? You know what I'm saying? Like it's so much shit to go along with that. You know what I mean? And yeah, it take time to know if you really fucking with a motherfucker.
So look, yeah, true, true, true. I agree. So look, check this out. This is another question, y'all, and it's for the comments and for everybody. Does love have to be developed when it comes to a relationship? Does love have to be developed?
What a hey, it's deep because like, what about like what Too Much was just saying? You feel me? Is you gonna be, you know, cleaning up after her? You feel me? It may take a little more time for that type of love,
Hold
but
on, but
like,
you said type. You talk about levels of love. That's not the question. 'Cause we know it's different levels of love. Does love
no.
itself have to be developed? Because that would be contradictory to love at first sight. That means it's not a such thing as love at first sight if love has to be developed.
I mean, we can't. I don't think we can sit here and say it does or it can't. You know, love can be manifested in many different ways. We can't
Tell
put a
me
limit on the,
what's up,
you
Hawaii.
know, how love can become
Well,
can be created.
how does someone love at first sight?
A very intense feeling of deep affection. You can have that for someone at first sight.
Listen,
You feel
listen.
me?
I'm
And
gonna
for
be
some
so
people, you
real.
might need to take a
I'm
little
gonna
time.
I'm gonna be so real. I don't believe in love at first sight. I believe in liking you at first sight. I believe in that because see the thing about me, I'm not a very simple on a certain.
But you can love a bum
Let
but
me
you can
just
love a
finish.
bum on the
Let me
street
just
though.
finish. Let me just finish. Let me finish my thought. The reason why I say that, I'm a very I'm a very intricate type of person. Like it's gonna take my me knowing your personality, what makes you smile, your life, certain things about you, what you're about, how you respond to me, how we get through certain things. That's where I grow my certain type of love for somebody. It can't just I can't have all that in first sight. I can look at you and like you. I can even lust after you. But to have love at first sight, that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, but I mean the same way you
I
can
think
have
it's some
the
bullshit
same way you
when
can have love for that bum at the stoplight shaking his cup and you throw him 20. You feel me? You may not, you don't need love to give him. I mean to do that,
No,
but you may love a person that you don't even know. So it's, yeah, I think so. You know, and some, that's how it works for some people.
no,
You
no. But
know,
okay, okay. So
I would say I think it's bullshit after a certain amount of experiences and shit like that. But if you take it to the pure state when you were really young and shit like that, nah, man, your heart is open different. I think it can happen to younger people like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of shit is different for them. You know what I mean? But nigga, you didn't live to be goddamn 35, 40 years old. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, you too cautious. You did got so many different, you know what I'm saying, experiences that now shit don't work like that for you no more. It's no different than even grown people do it to children. Your baby came out and he didn't have to do nothing to make you love it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you know it's pure right there. If you knew that this individual was pure, or you didn't know no better than you was pure, you would be able to do it.
yeah, I can't. So I will have to
let me
start
ask y'all this. Let
this
me ask
live
y'all this.
open
Let me
to
ask
be
y'all
able to
this,
read the
bro.
messages. I can't read any messages right now because my shit is if showed y'all a screenshot, I can't even bring people up, so I can't do that. I have to do it when after I can't read no inboxes right now. But I wanted to say, go ahead, why not?
I want to just ask this question. So, do you think you can love a person without being considerate, without consideration? Or you think if you're gonna love, consideration is a prerequisite of that? Like you must be considerate if you're gonna love, that come with it. Or do you think you can love a person without being considerate of them?
I think even when you in love, there's gonna be times that you're inconsiderate. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right,
uh,
that's in love, but love though.
I'm saying like, okay, if you love a person, there'll be times when you're inconsiderate, even after a long time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even a deep, deep love, you'll still have times when you're inconsiderate. So I don't think that that's like,
That's a tricky. I'm gonna say
Yeah, that's
a
for
breaker
sure.
of it.
yeah. I'm gonna say that's a tricky question because I'm so considerate of people I don't love. You get what I'm saying? I'm just you either consider it or you're not. You get what I'm saying? So I don't think that has nothing to do with the love aspect. I think that's where it's the confusion because you can be considerate to people you don't love. So when you love somebody, of course you're gonna be considerate because you're a considerate person. If that makes sense.
Right, but like Too Much said, you can love a person and still be inconsiderate
Yeah,
forever.
you
That
can
don't
be
mean you don't love them.
yeah, you
Right.
can
And
be
I'm not saying
inconsiderate.
forever and all the time. I'm saying that
It
it's
depends on
gonna
your
be
nature.
times when this
I
happens
agree.
because yeah,
Right.
yeah.
You're
Yeah,
gonna
right,
be
right. Cause
inconsiderate.
just keeping it real in real life, man. You living and you functioning and you doing all this different shit, man. You gonna forget about some shit for this motherfucker that they need you to do sometime.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm
it's
saying?
going, and then
It
it come with a maturity too. As we mature, we become more considerate. That's when we develop those attributes in our, in our love and everything else.
Oh, I got a trick
For
question for
sure.
y'all. I got a trick. I mean, we're gonna get deep, y'all, man. Hopefully y'all recording this live, man. We about to get deep. Do you believe somebody can you can be with somebody that's very generous to you in a relationship, very giving, but they're generous to you because they're self-centered and they're because
absolutely, absolutely. I've experienced that a whole bunch of goddamn times. Shit, hell yeah.
unpack that. So wait a minute. If I'm generous and I'm always doing for somebody, how can I be selfish? Let me unpack that. Most of my relationships, I've had women doing anything for me. Anything. They just do anything for me for the sake of their own validation to know that they did it for me. For their own self-centered. So even though they're doing from me, it's at the point of it's to gratify their own ego. This shit is deep. I'm taking y'all through there. I need y'all to understand what I'm saying. You can be with people and they're doing everything for you, but for the sake of, we ain't talking about love no more. This is not about love. This is about them just for the valid, and they don't even know, they don't understand. Like, wait a minute, is this predicated on how I feel? Because see, the shit stops if if
Some people do shit for you just to throw it in your face. So we
yeah,
know
yeah,
that
but I'm
ain't
not even talking
love.
about that. I'm not even
You
talking about
feel
that
me?
because you got some people that won't throw it in your face, but they don't understand that they so self-righteous. They think that they're doing a selfless act, but they don't understand it makes them feel so good to know that they was the person who did it for you. And if they can't do it for you, it's tricky.
Right.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Yeah, yeah. It should get deep.
Man.
It's just as we grow and mature and become adults, it's very important we have control of our emotional state. And it's important for adults to be able to, be aware of their emotional state. You get some thought patterns, you feel me? Like become aware of the thoughts that you choose to pay attention to. And be aware of the feeling. You're around somebody that you don't like for no reason. You ask yourself, why don't I like him? What give me that reason to not like her? And you feel me, just becoming aware of the emotional state. It'll take away a lot of envy, a lot of everything, you feel me, and we'll know how to deal with ourselves, you feel me. So
Okay, so let's
it's
do this.
important though.
Let's do this. Who up here, and I even answered the question, who up here honestly only gives because they want to satisfy the other person?
Oh shit, I'll do shit. That's the whole purpose.
Listen to the
That's the whole
question.
point of giving.
Listen to the question. I need you to listen to what I'm saying. Who up here only gives because they only want to satisfy the other person all the time?
Not all the time. Hell nah. Shit.
That's
Nah, not all the time.
Thank you
But
for
yeah,
being
there are
honest.
definitely
All the
times, but
time.
Thank you for
nah.
being honest. Now, don't get me wrong. Do I believe that we should give and give selfless? But when you have we all are born with this thing called ego, pride. Everybody loves to feel important. I'm not saying we always give to feel important. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying if we know how to examine ourselves, we have to examine. Sometimes we give to be like, hey, like when I got her the Porsche. Part of me, I want to give Armani a Porsche, but part of me, I wanted to be validated in my ego. If I'm being honest, like, yeah, I got my baby mama a Porsche. I'm being real. A lot of people ain't honest with themselves. You get what I'm saying? So I had to start examining myself in every action that I do. It's a little bit of validation sometimes. So when you can move from a place of pureness, that's beautiful. That's gold. But at the same time, I think that we fool ourselves with some of our actions, thinking that we're doing things out of pureness, but sometimes it's out of self validation. Sometimes it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is,
That
y'all.
and also,
Right. It go
so
back to the question. The question was, who up here only gives because they they want to make the other person feel good. So if I'm giving something to you because I want you to feel good, it still goes back to me, the self, the ego, the I, the individual. You feel me? I want you to feel good. So it's still, so yeah, you're right. You feel me? I mean, I feel like,
It was a trick
shit.
question.
A
It
lot
was,
of
it was
people be
almost a
like,
trick
yo,
question because if you look at it, I'm glad you said it like that. But that's why I asked that question. That's why I said think about it because if if it makes me feel good to do for you, it makes me feel good. Valid. I'm doing because it makes me feel good.
I, so
that
so
go
that
back to
bring
the
me to something
ego.
real
That's
quick.
what the ego.
That's
That
deep
bring me to something real
if you
quick.
think about it.
So
Real
I've
facts.
I've been peeping this shit. You know what I'm saying? This is what I've been peeping with
Right.
relationships and shit around me.
Yeah.
You know, you got you'll have somebody who bends over backwards and go out their way to try to help their partner, right?
Mhm.
The truth is, none of the shit they doing is what they partner asked them. You know what I'm saying? And you know they say love languages and shit like that. However, you know this motherfucker is doing a bunch of shit that this motherfucker ain't asking them. Well, why the fuck is you doing that? You ain't doing that for me. You doing that for you. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So then you
Bingo.
so let me tell you what I did when I thought about that. I used to like be on some shit where like I would tell my girl, hey, nah, I want you to do this. I don't want that. Man, I'm gonna tell you the best shit I did for my motherfucking relationship. I just started to say, I appreciate what you did. And once this person, because you got to think, you have an expressive language too when it comes to love. When I appreciated how she expressed her love, she started to want to do the things that I wanted her to do. You know what I'm saying? Because she appreciated me appreciating her.
I like
And then
that.
that gave me room. That gave me room to love her the way I want to, and listen to what she need. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
So yeah, that's some shit right there.
Mm-hmm.
right. I like that. I like
Yeah.
that, man. And because everyone,
It's a balance,
I
an even
realize when I
exchange.
started examining myself, I realized I be on a high horse and I'm really fucking selfish at times. Like I'm very selfish with the way I want to. I'll be I, I I'll be having to sit back and reset and be like, what would they want right now? I know you don't want it. You always think about what you don't want, Capone. What would they want? So every once in a while, I find myself saying, "Oh, let me go do this," because I know she will want it. Even if I don't want to do this, I'm not gonna make her feel like I don't want it. I'm not gonna boom, 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 boom. I'm just gonna give her exactly what she wants. And when we do that, man, life is totally different. You know what I'm saying? When it comes
Yeah,
down
it
to this
is.
shit, man, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of
It's
people
a
don't. And
polygamy,
that's why I'll
man.
be. Let me say
Real.
this one last thing because this is such a good conversation. Let me say this last thing. I've been in so many relationships to the women say, oh, "I did this for you. I did this for you." But you did everything that you want. You loved me the way that you felt like you wanted to love me. You didn't love me the way that I needed you to love me. You didn't do what I
Right.
wanted you to do. You did what you felt that I needed to do. Maybe because you was in the habit of doing this with all these other people, and they may have liked it that way. But you didn't learn what I love or what I need from you, and love me the way that I need you to do. And that's what we fell at. We don't love people in the way that they need us to love them. We love them the way that we feel like we should love them. Mm-mm. That's.
Yeah,
Hopefully
facts.
they got that.
Yeah,
Hopefully
that's a
y'all
Real
fact.
getting
shit.
that.
And it is safe to say that's conditional love. We got conditional. That's how the folks out here. You feel that I'm gonna love you under my terms. If you, it be deep, man.
But yeah, I can appreciate you. So look, you say you still supposed to appreciate. So I'm not saying don't appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not saying. Yeah, I can appreciate. All right, so all right, I'm gonna give an example. I'm gonna give an example. All right, I don't, and please don't take this the wrong way because I know all my girls are watching me right now, window licking, right? So don't take this in the wrong way. But what happened? And it's a very sweet thing. So y'all, please don't twist my words. All right. But something had happened. I had did something. Maybe y'all can remind me. I did something had happened. I hit a milestone with something, or maybe I did something in Tulsa. I don't know. But I came home and Lexi had balloons and flowers all over the room. I don't like shit like that, right? I didn't tell her that, but I appreciated it because she went above and beyond to do something that was so fucking considerate and thoughtful for me. I appreciated her, but I'm not into it. Does that make sense? So you can
Yeah, make a
still
whole lot of goddamn
yeah,
sense.
so you can still appreciate. I'm not the flower type. I'm not the balloon type, but I appreciated it. You get what I'm saying? However, now if I would have came home and it was three bucket naked bitches with a pile of money, I would have loved it. No, I'm playing. I'm playing. You know what I'm saying? But it's good for us to learn exactly. Not to say that we're not going to appreciate shit, but learn to do what they like. So I'm trying to get a little bit better because I could be very selfish. I could just treat somebody on what, and they better be happy. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be like that all
Yeah.
the time.
Nah, man. Really though, man. What I done peeped is you get a whole different woman when you get on some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
loving her the way she want to be loved and allowing her to love you the way she want to love you. Like when you really exchange that energy like that, man, that shit step up a whole nother notch, man. You didn't even know you had all of that right there. It be some whole more shit happening.
And watch this.
Big fact.
I'm about to give the
Yeah.
comments some game right now. Y'all ready for this? What I've learned in that is, wait a minute. When people do certain things that you might not necessarily like, they're really showing you how they want to be loved. She might love that. That might be her love language. It's a reverse. Sometimes people treat you such as how they want to be treated, not necessarily how you want to be
Right,
treated. They might be,
right.
Mm-hmm. Right.
yeah, yeah. So I just learned to have a high sense of emotional intelligence to try to pay attention to everything. Now I'm just start soaking up. Okay, oh, so she might want that because I remember on her, I think it was her birthday, we got balloons and flowers. And she really liked that. She cherished that. So it made sense on why she gave me balloons and stuff like that because she likes stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, okay, okay, that's what's up. So when you just gotta pay attention in your relationships. Pay attention. A woman and a man gonna tell you how to treat them. They gonna they gonna show you how to treat them. Trust me. If you pay attention though, you know.
Yeah, the problem be, man, motherfuckers just don't give a damn most of the time. That's what it come down to.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Hey man, I've noticed that, and people be thinking I be like on some fly player P shit when I be saying I like acts of service, but people don't realize how much acts of service don't have to do with money. Acts of service, like I'll give you an example, and this is gonna sound so small to y'all, but it was major to me. So my first time meeting this chick named AKA the Benz I used to be with, right? I went to LA for something, and she brought me one of my little coffees because she's always seen me on live with these little coffees, Starbucks coffees, and she bought me like three different things but it was all things that I fucking use and I like. Before I went to Thailand, fucking what's her name? Shu. She sent me some things that was exactly what I like and what I use. Those type of acts of service are everything for me because you're paying attention to exactly what I like. You know what I'm saying? And Armani's really good at that too. But like paying attention to exactly what I like. Even Lexi, she's good at doing certain. Yeah, Lexi's pretty good at some areas. But just pay attention to what somebody like because well, that's my love language. I love a woman that gives me acts of service. I love it. I love when you pay attention. That's considerate as fuck. When you can say, you know what, I ain't gonna just do something or just show up. I know what this man like, and I like him enough to satisfy him with what he likes. You know, so language that's my lesser. You don't have to. You don't have to
Yeah.
give me that. But acts of service, you
That's
have to give me that to be
necessary.
in a relationship. I can't live without a woman not giving me acts of service. I can live without words of affirmation. I'm not saying I want to live without them. I'm not saying I don't appreciate it. I'm saying I can live without it. So go ahead. It's on you too much.
Um, I actually like words of affirmation from her. Other people, I don't care to hear it, but it's
Mm.
sincere from her, and she gives me words of affirmation about the right shit. It ain't, you handsome or any of that old stupid ass shit. It be about shit that I really be needing to have affirmed, and she come through
Ooh,
with
now that
that.
you put it like that,
Um,
now that you put it like that, like, because it does depends. It depends on who giving it to me. It does depend on who's
Right.
giving it to me. I never thought, but it still be on a lesser scale. But what's your lesser one? Your lessest one?
Oh man, that's kind of hard, man. You know what? Yeah, like it always depends on who it's coming from. Just to be completely honest, that's what really make the difference for me. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Oh, because even quality
shit.
time. Oh my God, yeah. You saying?
Right. Yeah. I mean, I can't even answer it like that because it would depend on who the person is. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah. I should give me a minute to think about it because that's a hard question. Because I appreciate all that shit depending on where it's coming from.
Mm,
Yeah, for sure.
mm, yeah, it's important. I would say this then. I would say my lesser one would be probably gifts. I know that surprised everybody. But I would put gifts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would probably put gifts then. Now, acts of services and gifts, people get that mixed up. That's totally these things. Don't get me wrong. You can do me an act of service by giving me a gift, yes. But just give this always giving me gifts all the time and just gifts. You don't got to do all that. But giving me acts of
Yeah.
service. Oh, go ahead, bro. Go too much.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean to interrupt you, bro. No, I was gonna say, yeah, that probably would be it, cause a lot of gifts be emptied in a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? No matter who they come from, they don't have nothing attached to it, but it's just a gift. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of understand a lot of women when they say shit like that. When they be like, yeah, he bought me this shit, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want no shit that ain't got nothing attached to it, nigga. Fuck that shit. I buy my own shit.
And now that we talking about it,
Right.
I think I know why that's my lesser because it's the most on the surface love language. It's not to the core. Like everything else is like words of affirmation. That's something that comes from the inside. Physical touch. That's physical. Acts of services. You're doing late. Like you're doing something for. You felt good enough on the side on the inside to feel considerate enough to. I mean, you could do that with a gift too, but acts of service is a little different. Taking care of the house. Come home, everything is washed and my bed is clean. It takes a little bit more. I would love that way more than you just buying me a gift. Not to say I'm not thankful for the gift. Quality time. That's important. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, gifts. I think that's more on the surface for me. Yeah, gifts is more on the surface. What about for you, Chief?
Sticking- I'm sticking to motherfucking acts no motherfucking words and affirmations. Like that's the least necessary on my list. I'm very confident in my own nature, you feel me? I'm giving myself words of affirmations on a daily basis. So, that I don't necessarily need that from my goddesses. I would appreciate gifts because you can tell me something, but you giving me a gift is a manifestation of you giving me a gift as a manifestation of your appreciation or your consideration for me. You can tell me you feel me good things, but when you do actions like gifting, acts of services, quality time, these things are very way more important than words of affirmation. But I see what y'all mean. Depending on who the person, I can see what it how it benefits y'all from y'all perspective though.
Yeah, because the reason why I say words of affirmation, I can't say that now because I'm looking at it like this. I must have equated that to cheap words of flattery. I hate cheap words of flattery. So when I think of words of affirmation, I just think of cheap flattery. Oh, you look good, you fine, and it feels empty to me. But when I think about sincere, genuine words of affirmation. I really appreciate that. Like even my partner or Malachi or too much can hit me on the phone and give me a word of affirmation, and I'll be like, damn, man, I really appreciate that shit. Cause you recognize that. So I actually do appreciate words of affirmation. I never knew that until now.
Right.
Word,
Right, like let me give you an example.
Go.
I could be talking to her and I be like, "Hey, this is what I got going on. This is what is about to happen. This is how I signed up for next month." She'd be like, "You ain't even got to tell me. I trust you. I know you got this shit under control." Those are words
Woo!
of
You
affirmation.
feel empowered,
That
don't
shit is
you?
powerful. You
Woo!
goddamn right. You
I love.
goddamn
Hey, I
motherfucking
like
right when
words
she
of
say that
I
shit
never
like
knew
that.
I like words of
What?
affirmation.
Oh, nigga, that shit make me do it twice as hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm confident in myself, of course. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I could do it all by myself. That type of shit. However, it's see, a lot of men are uncomfortable saying this, but there's definitely a power of a woman speaking over you. You know what I'm saying? Speaking power to you. You know what I mean? You was designed like that. This shit actually works like that. Why you think that the preacher is so empowered? It's them old women in the front row, nigga. Shit, you better think about that shit. Hell yeah, I love it when she do that shit.
beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, yeah. Damn, you gave me a different perspective. Yeah, you gave me a different perspective tonight, man. I appreciate that gem right there because that's real. I actually do like. I gotta stop thinking about things so one dimensional. Because when I heard words of affirmation, I'm like, I don't need no fucking words of affirmation. Because I was only thinking of it from a what I hear every day from a very like shallow, empty. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes from like genuine people and genuine sources, and it's something somebody's really paying, and it's real, it's authentic and sincere, it hits different. That shit hits different. Yeah, that shit hit different. Uh, that's a good little conversation. Anybody got the next topic? 'Cause I know I've been giving like the last three, four. Anybody got that was a good one. That was good. Yeah, yeah,
Shit, man, hell yeah. We motherfucker definitely been diving deep, man, on the real.
yeah,
These them type of bills we be needing there once in a while on the real, G, cause it's like,
yeah.
get an app some knowledge and wisdom, and
Get some
put a
wisdom and
motherfucker in
shit.
deep thought.
And the
We
thing
play
that's
all day.
and the thing that's so beautiful about this building is three men, like actual men. We building. What I'm saying? 90% women that's in here, and it's three men. You know what I'm saying? So that's good. That's something different already. And they get to hear our perspective on things and how we think. You know what I'm saying? So that's already a beautiful build. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely,
Um,
definitely.
let me see. Okay. Okay. What about what y'all think? Coco. Coco, is you saying what about what we think as if we're leaving you out? Everything that we're talking about from both perspectives. It's just that none of us is a female. So we're not hearing it from a female, but we're talking about from the both. I asked y'all what was y'all affirmations that y'all. I mean, what was y'all love language? It wasn't only our love languages. So I don't know if you are probably a single woman or who don't mess with niggas and you think this is against women. This is not men empowerment. We're just having mature conversations. We're not one of them niggas. We're not the men that's against our black women or our white women or whatever we like. We're not against women. We're just having an open, mature conversation. All right, all right. Receive
Yeah,
the
shit.
same
I
thing
mean,
as a man would.
I don't feel like a group of men should be up here talking about what women want and what women like anyway. Like, there's no women up here. That's why would she even ask that question? And it's like,
Maybe
how
because
we gonna tell y'all? I mean, we just
yeah,
speaking for the divine masculine, man.
right, right.
On the
Maybe
real.
because it do be a lot of men in the manosphere as they call it to be on some men empowerment and then they be trying to put down the women. But we don't do that around here. I feel like that's weird. We ain't here to put down the
Yeah,
women.
yeah, no, for sure.
Y'all part of our
Definitely
strength.
on the real.
We need y'all, and I don't feel bad saying I need women. I need a woman. There's nothing wrong to say that. A lot of people think it's something wrong to say that. We in that era to be like we don't need no nigga, we don't need no bitch. We may not need no nigga or no bitch, but you do need a man and you do need a woman. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. We need each other. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, everybody want to outsmart nature right now and the creator and all that shit. Yeah, I don't need nobody. You wouldn't be a social creature and a human being if you didn't need other motherfuckers.
Right. Right. Right.
Let's
It don't
see.
make you lesser. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling y'all, man, be careful when you meet a female and she acting like um she don't need a nigga for nothing. Those are dangerous. women and vice versa. You know, don't fuck with no nigga that act like he don't need no bitch. That's a very dangerous man. If he don't know how to recognize your value, if she don't know how to recognize your value, you wasting your
Now,
time.
ooh, that's a conversation right there, man. I talked to my girl about this. Watch this shit. So this is what me and her was talking about. Have you ever noticed that it usually be a angry motherfucker talking about their value? So when you look at it, right, they be talking about their value and how valuable they are and all this other shit. But the truth is, motherfuckers don't really be looking at their value with a fair motherfucking scale. They math is all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it 100.
Yeah.
Math be fucked up, and I'm gonna tell you why the math is fucked up. Nobody uses motherfucking subtraction. All they using is addition. I do this, I do that, I do this, I do that. I'm this type of person. Yeah, but what about all that bad shit? That 99 you just gave yourself will go to a motherfucking 30 real quick if you really evaluated your attitude and the bullshit you do. You know what I'm saying? What you think about that?
Mm, I have to. I mean, you kind of like summed that up. Cause I mean, that was. I mean, I just agree with you. All I can do is agree with you. Um, I just think that when people when people speak, they only speak from a place of being self righteous and what they want and what they desire without actually becoming it themselves. I believe that anything that you want out of life or anything that you desire from people, you have to become that. If you want change, then be the change. If you want a good woman that's God fearing, then be a good man that's God fearing. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people want something for nothing, and then they so much on their own high horse to where they think they're this. No, you're this in your mind. You know what I'm saying? But what do you really truly give? Well, I cook and clean. Well, I can cook and clean for myself. Well, I can suck dick real good and and fuck them real good. Well, it's a lot of women that can suck dick real good and fuck me real good. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we have to stop making sex be a leverage and stop making just your ability to exist in a man's life to cook and clean to be the all ultimate. Yes, we appreciate that shit, but there's way more motherfucking things on the drawing board that you should be. Just like with a man. A man
Right.
ain't just supposed to be a person that can just work and come home and take care of the bills. It's some other things that man
Man,
needs to
check
do
this
on that
shit
side.
out.
Go ahead.
Mama. So now let's think about this. If you was a person who just cook, clean, wash clothes, do all of this nice shit, and you was a nice lady, that might really fucking work. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker might be like, all right, I can work with that, right? But if when you add in the other shit, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody wants to add in the other shit. And I had to do that to myself. Like I took the time to like look at me and be like, damn, bro, you do this and you do that and you do this and shit. And I start killing them habits one by one. You know what I'm saying? To get myself to the place to where I had myself falsely thinking I was before. You know what I'm saying? And that's the conversation. Like,
Yeah.
shit, is motherfuckers gonna really do that?
Yeah, so my whole thing is this. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this real quick. What you just now said, that's why I've been recognized. That's where my flaw been. Because I always realize how much, and I still know I'm above the average man, and I'm rare in a lot of areas. But I also got to understand that just because I do this, that, and the other, and I'm above average, it's a lot of things that I don't do that I probably should do too. You know, and
Right.
when you're honest with self, that's when you start critiquing yourself and you start changing those, trying to make those changes. You know what I'm saying? Because it was so many things that I'm like, damn. Even though I'm ambitious, even though I try to motivate them to do this, get my queens to do that, give them the knowledge, but at the same time, it's other things that they crave too. And I can't just be self righteous on what the fuck I know that I can do. I gotta look beyond myself because it's a team. It's not just me. And sometimes I can get one dimensional minded of thinking it's about me only when it takes all of us motherfuckers in this household to keep the shit running. Whether it's keeping it running with love, keeping it running financially, keeping it running, everybody play a fucking part that's needed. So I have to make sure that I'm playing every part that's needed for them too to have a happy home. and that this comes with maturity.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, shit.
Yeah.
It take a team, it take the whole squad, not just one person. Shit. But it's like too much was saying. You feel me? When a person point out all the positive things about themselves or what they did, and they leave out, you feel me, all the negative. That's what you were saying, right? Too much.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's like them people. You feel me? Of course, shit. It's like them pointing a finger, but they got three pointing back at them, type shit. So
So
I
somebody,
just I just feel like I feel like when we dealing with polygamy, like polygamy practice properly promotes peace. And so like one thing about polygamy, masculine women make polygamy very toxic. You feel me? Like it's for divine feminine women. You feel me? More submissive women. Not to say, weak women, because polygamous women are very strong minded. You feel me? But, it's for a specific type of woman. It's for the feminine, divine feminine. Because if you let a masculine chick in a polygamous relationship, she gonna disturb the spirit of the feminine woman. And so, we gotta, polygamy practice properly promotes peace, man.
okay, so somebody in the comments has said, can you love more than one partner on an equal level? And my answer to that is you can never love nobody equally, but because everybody is different and love is on different levels, and you meet people, you might love certain things about this person that this person don't have, and you may love things about this person is, so you can love every person, you can love multiple partners, of course, but you would never be able to love everybody equally, because nobody's equal in this world. Everybody's different. It's certain time gaps, it's certain this, it's certain that. You just can't love everybody equally. I think that comes from more of a validation, of insecurity, to even think of that level of trying to make it equal. There's no way we can even do that. You know what I'm saying? Because you just love people differently, but it's still love. And I think where people get things fucked up in polygamous relationships with multiple partners is they try to be loved like how the other person is being loved, instead of being the best person they can be, and develop that relationship of love within that person, with that, in that situation, on an individual basis, instead of just being what they are to that person. They're looking at what somebody else already has developed, and they're trying to get that exactly. That'll never happen, because what that person been through with that person, or who that person is as an individual, is totally different from what this other person is. And it doesn't mean it's less or more or anything. It's just different levels of love, or different from different perspectives.
Right, I can dig that, man.
Right.
The best example I can think of that is how a parent can have 10 children and all of them have different needs. You know what I'm saying? It's not even necessarily that you love somebody different. This motherfucker need attention. This one need a hard hand. This one need you to play sports with them. This one need, you know what I'm saying? And it's not a matter of I love you more, it's I love you different.
Yeah, but to people that has insecurity issues, all they can hear is, "You love me different. You love me less." You get what I'm saying? But that's not your fault. That's their fault. It's a self-defeating, self-sabotage. Oh, you love me different. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you love me different. What you mean you love me different? And they don't understand that's just a natural by nature. You can never love somebody the same. It never happened. You know.
Nah.
What you think? What's your take
Hell
on the
yeah,
shit right
shit.
now? You tired?
Nah, everybody, you definitely can't love everybody the same, because everybody don't require the same type of love. And like you said, everybody different. We all unique and distinct in our ways. So holding different type of energy, different perspectives and expectations. It's a fact. You can love more than one person. Just like you can love your sister and your mama and your auntie and your cousin, and you feel me, you can love more than one person. They always try to hit us with that. How you gonna truly love two women? Just the same way you love more than one. And
The
so
same
yeah.
way you love both your baby daddies, motherfucker. Quit playing with me. Shit.
Right, lyric.
Facts, you know, for
Look, everybody
sure.
the same, but at least I love, damn it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it
Hmm.
is. We just try to make people. I'm gonna tell y'all the number one problem when it comes down to anything is being more focused on what somebody else has already developed instead of developing your own. When that creates jealousy. When you're so worried
Big
about somebody
facts.
else, it's gonna always be an issue because nobody would truly care. So look, I'm about to break this shit down so perfectly. Let's say I'm loving this woman. She's not joining my poly, right? Armani been with me all these years, right? Let's say hypothetically, Armani's out the picture. And me and this girl together, nobody else is around. She's perfectly happy with the way that I'm loving her. But if Armani's in the picture and I have a different way that I love Armani, even though she was satisfied with the way I was loving her, now she has an issue because she's so worried about how I'm loving the next person. And that's the problem. You got to focus on what you're creating
Right.
with somebody. You can't focus on how somebody else's
Right.
relationship is.
It's
Exactly.
just like this, right? So let's just say you got 10 kids. It's this motherfucker's birthday, and they just turned 18, and you bought them a car, and your 14-year-old got the nerve to be talking about, I want a motherfucking car. It ain't even your birthday, nigga. And you ain't motherfucking 18. You ain't on your way to the, you know what I'm saying? Nah, man, chill. You know what I'm saying? You got your time, you know?
Yep. And love
Yeah,
me now does
hell
not
yeah.
ask a good
Shit, I look at
question.
it like
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
jealousy. I was gonna say I look at it like, jealousy is the first cousin of envy, and so they are associates. And so like if you always looking at the grass is green on the other side, and you feel me, not focusing on what you got, that's the quickest way to develop, you feel me, a disdain towards a person because of what they do have. You feel me? So it's like, and as far as man, when we dealing with like jealousy and polygamy, like jealous women, you feel me? They make polygamy very toxic. A jealous woman will fucking make your polygamous relationship a fucking nightmare, the worst household to live in. And so, we got to be focused on what we build in ourselves on the real.
Okay, pardon me real quick. Let me say this. I'm gonna keep it 100. This is something that motherfuckers they always want to use polygamy for the excuse. But if that woman is jealous, she's going to be jealous of your mother,
I was about to say this
your
shit.
ex,
Hmm.
your
Yep.
all of that shit, bro. She just got that kind of nature. She ain't gonna want you to be around no women and shit, man. It is what it is, and it's not even a matter of you fucking nobody else or nothing. Your coworker, she gonna have a problem with. This is just who this person is.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's gonna
And
come
they
out.
try to use
It's
it
gonna come
because
out in all.
they polygamy.
Go ahead.
They jealous because they don't want that shit. Hey man, they in You just a jealous person. Don't try to blame that on poly shit.
Yeah, yeah, but we got to get it to even the root of that. They're only jealous because it's an insecurity within, with in some area. See, people can only get jealous if they feel like their position is threatened. And if you feel like your
Right.
position is threatened, it don't necessarily have to be the man's fault. It could be an insecurity issue like, oh, I'm not good enough. Or I see the way he smiles at this. I'm telling y'all, I've lived this shit. I see the way he smiles. I see
Yeah.
how he laughs with her. And you start feeling that insecurity on the inside. And sometimes I'm not, I'm here to, to reassure my women, but I'm not here to pacify you at every time that you self-inflicting, like self-sabotaging. That shit gets tiring and it's unattractive. I had a little bit of lie. Like I gotta
Yeah.
always reassure you that your position is not
That's what I
motherfucking.
mean. Jealous women make polygamy toxic, G. Like you can't be jealous and do polygamy. I don't care who you is. It's gonna always be a problem in that household.
Well, I'm not. I'm gonna be a little bit more specific. You can be jealous because it's a natural, but you can't live in that jealousy. I think everybody, every woman, is a natural emotion to be jealous. So I'm not gonna never just walk in and just be like, oh, I'm mad because you're jealous. I think that's natural by nature, but what's unnatural is when you live in that jealousy 24/7. Now we got a problem. You shouldn't be in polygamy if all you can do is be jealous. But I think at times it's natural for people to be jealous. I think it's natural.
Yeah, I mean, for like immature people, that don't know themselves, that's not aware of their emotional state, because jealousy is a feeling. a very intense feeling of a disdain towards a person. And in fact, jealousy is a why her and not me. When you're always looking at what the next person has. So you feel that's people naturally develop these emotions, but like you said, like living in them. And that's why I say you got to remove jealousy. You can't be jealous. You can't even be jealous, point blank, period. If you're gonna be in polygamy, stay in monogamy. Get lied to and cheated on.
Now I'm gonna
and
hit you with some shit though, bro. And not that I disagree with you at all, but my thing is, I really think that a lot of the time people separate polygamy and monogamy in places that they shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like these characteristics still come manifest even in a monogamous relationship. You know, so
Absolutely.
so so like a jealous motherfucker. Yeah, you said that it's an envy. Well, shit, if your motherfucking sister-in-law got a new car, now she wondering why she ain't got one, and y'all monogamous. You know what I'm saying? Like it
Yeah.
just is what it is, regardless. You know what I'm saying? And I think that'd be a lot of the reason that people try to attack niggas who do poly, because they don't look and see where the connection is. And I would like the connection to be made more so people understand that this ain't nothing but the same thing with multiple people. The excuse is only that it's another person in it for them to
That's
act a
that part.
fool.
That part. Cause it been women that have left the tribe because they jealous and they don't want to share their man and they still going through shit. Them same jealous emotions with other women. You feel me? With the friends that they hanging around, jealous. You jealous of your friend. You feel me, Joe? Like it's deep. Like so, it ain't even just got to do with poly. You absolutely right.
And that's why
Motherfucker gonna be jealous
that's why it's
because
very
that's what
important.
they is.
And that's why it's very important to teach your queen, or for my queens to be aware of, just building up within yourself. Build yourself up psychologically, on a mental level, on a spiritual level. Become whole within, because the more whole you become, you're not going to be so worried about what somebody else is doing outside of you. You know what I'm saying? That's where it really starts at. And that's why, people be thinking, Capone just wants some women that can be some doormats that he can run over. That's the exact opposite of what I want. I don't want no woman that's just bending at my will and just on their knees and just I love you, daddy, at every motherfucking minute. No, I need some women with some dignity. They can spend some time with themselves. They can help build up themselves, their characteristics, and stand and be grounded and love themselves. Because I feel like I know, like, if you could develop that love and that dignity for yourself and that gratitude for yourself, it's going to eliminate a lot of insecurity issues. You're going to know how to love me properly because you love yourself properly. So I think it's very attractive when you can stand on your own 2 feet, yeah, and do what's needed for you first. And then you can coexist in a good, healthy relationship. I don't want a woman that's codependent on me 24/7. You can be codependent about some things that a man's supposed to do, and I can be in whatever ways that I need you to be affectionate to me with your woman nature. But as far as being 24/7 up under me, doing whatever I want you to do, like, man, nah, man, hell nah. You as strong as your weakest link.
Yeah, I feel like I ain't gonna cap. Like when we dealing with you know, I don't care how bad a chick is, G. Like how good she look, Joe. If she's jealous, she's very unattractive. Jealousy can make the baddest chick on the planet
Ah,
become very
oh,
unattractive. And
I hate
so,
it.
so
I
when
hate
we
it. I
when,
hate it.
so
It
look
happens.
though, the one of the most attractive things that a woman can be is confident. You feel me? Like I love, man, a woman that ain't caring, that ain't worried about nobody else bumping her out her slot is the most attractive
Woo.
shit to me, G.
Hey,
When she
hey,
confident and she know Chief ain't going nowhere, we
hey,
building.
Chief.
You feel
Hey,
me?
a woman is hella confident like that. Have you second question? Do you got some insecurities? Bitch, you too confident around this motherfucker. Like, that's attractive. You would be like, damn.
Hell yeah,
But that's
hell yeah, shit. That
extremely,
shit
that's
on the
extremely rare.
real.
That's extremely rare. Extremely, 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 extremely rare. You know what I'm saying? Because we all got insecurity issues, even us as men. We all got insecurity issues, right? However, some people live in those insecurities, and some people correct those, are are aware, and we correct it as we go. You know what I'm saying? We correct it
Yeah.
daily. We try to say, oh, okay, damn, I'm insecure in this issue. I don't have to be. You know what I'm saying? Because we all got our own insecurity issues. I know I do. You know what I'm
So
saying?
look, bro. So like in poly, so like if if a chick is displaying some jealous emotions, I think you feel me like That's the sister wife is right there, you feel me, to help her get through it. The same person she's jealous of is helping her heal. So this is why I tell the goddesses, you feel me, you ain't supposed to be jealous of your sister wife, because your sister wife is here to help you. She cares for you too. So if I'm jealous of someone that loves me, I'm the demon in the house. Meaning, you feel me, why you jealous of your sister? You feel me? Like, so the sister, and if the sister wife is, there to help, and you feel me, like we getting through that shit together, that woman she'll overcome her jealousy emotions over time. We ain't gonna turn our back on the motherfucker, but like we gonna help you heal. But if you just on some, I need my man and myself, and this how I always been, can't nobody change me. You gotta go. You feel me? You gotta go.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, no, for real, for real, for real. People will try to hide it. Yeah, it exposes itself. It always exposes itself. And that's why I be trying to tell my queens to know. I'm pretty sure they in the window. I always tell them, stop pretending. I don't need my women to pretend not to be jealous. That does not solve anything. I don't need you to pretend. I need you to understand why you're jealous, and we need to get to the root so you won't be jealous no more. Pretending, I still feel the energy. Certain results are still coming from it as if you're showing it. You know what I'm saying? So just understand why you're jealous, and I'm gonna tell you why you don't need to be jealous, because can't nobody threaten your position. I'm always gonna love you. I can sit up here and have Christina Milian or whoever to find right now, mulatto or anybody step through that door, but I'm not gonna stop loving you the same way that I'm gonna love you. Can't nobody make me change, and that's our job as men, to keep our women reinsured. But if it becomes a task and a job to where it becomes draining, that's an issue. I
Yeah,
can't
and
keep
then and
I'm
then
on the
on
track.
top of that,
Hey,
I
I
think
got a
we gotta
question.
I think real quick, too much. I think we gotta let the ladies know how they are wrong for even feeling jealous of a woman that's here to support you too. She not jealous of me spending time with you, but you tripping every time I dip off with her. Like you bogus. You feel me? You being unfair, G, and we ain't finna have that. Let's get this shit together right now, baby. What's going on? We finna, cause you being unfair now. So we gonna cater to them, but we gotta let them know that's a unbalanced emotion. You ain't supposed to be feeling like that.
And
You
that's when
feel me?
I always come back and I say, am I in your life? And ladies, please listen to what I'm about to say, because it's primarily the wrong way, reverse. But am I in your life as your man for your to be your possession or to be your progression? Most women have a man to be their possession. You can't possess me. I'm not supposed to be your possession. I'm supposed to be in your life for your progression. And once you really understand that's why a man is in your life, man, you got to put that jealousy shit to the side. You got to be like, wait a minute, am I progressing with this man? If this other woman wants to be in a relationship, is she helping us progress? Are we progressing together? Or do I just want this man to myself as a possession?
I can dig it. I
Yeah,
got a
that's a
question though.
compliment.
Go ahead.
What are some of the hidden reasons that women came into your poly and then you found out what the real reason was?
To take over, to infiltrate, that to save face and act like they was poly, and just so they can be that bitch because they thought that they was gonna be different.
What about you? Why not?
Shit, motherfuckers then came for the same shit to come in and try to be a parasite to the previous goddesses and get in their ear and try to start their own. They motherfuckers left and try to start their own and it didn't work. Now they back over here and you feel me? But it's like a lot of things motherfuckers faking like they poly because they really want me to themselves, so they try to spend money and do all that shit, but they yeah that be the main thing.
Right. That now I say that, and another one would be they think that they finna be getting fucked left and right. You know what I'm saying? They be coming because I'm dead serious. They be thinking that they finna be in some wild sex shit or something. You know what I mean? Then they find out it's a real family dynamic and shit, and they like, well, hell, that ain't what I was looking for. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I done figured it out. Yeah.
They see the TKO
Mhm.
image on Bigo, and they think that they're gonna get that. First of all, who I am on Bigo, I gotta entertain motherfuckers 24/7. I gotta work my jelly the way I am. I'm so to myself. I'm so chill. I'm so handling. Man, I'm normal. I mean, I'm not like normal, but you get what I'm saying. Like, I'm not this. You know what I'm saying? I like to chill, I like my space. I like to sit back, turn on YouTube, go to the gym. It's not turned up. We ain't partying. That's not me. I know that's what y'all want. A lot of people want. They think that I'm just y'all always on taking trips. Man, that's only so in between. You know what I'm saying? Like, in real life, thank you so much, Lady Boss. It's not going to always be like that. And a lot of people want that type of illusion. You know what I'm saying? And nah. Mm-mm.
Yeah, shit, they don't understand shit. This shit deep, man. Like, this ain't just no internet shit. Like, we really motherfucker building.
Yeah.
And that's why I was telling these other poly couples on TT on the other app, like, stop letting motherfuckers, just try you out. A lot of people say they poly, but this is just a phase they going through, or they want to test it out. You feel me? Like, stop letting motherfuckers just try you out. We all grown. We know exactly what we want. And then we dealing with people that don't know what they want and just want to see if it work and test it out. And it's like, hell no, like we gotta
I
put our
want to
foot
try
down,
it.
like,
Like, bitch, you can't try me. I'm not
yeah.
no fucking ride at the amusement park. We got real human. We're real human beings with real emotions. What you mean you want to try my poly? Like, do you say
It's
that when you get in a
deep.
relationship? I just want to try it. When I want to be with a man in monogamy? No, you don't say that.
Yeah.
You're working. You're having genuine intentions to make some shit work. So when you come to me, make sure you're genuine and you want to make some shit work genuinely, not because you just want to try something
Mhm.
for a thrill. I ain't no fucking thrill.
Definitely. And then, like, we have to make sure, you know, the who we choose to be with, one, for the goddesses, y'all next husband,
You there? Is that me, y'all?
make sure that
Nah, I can hear
this
you.
y'all on the same spiritual foundation. You feel me? It's important to make sure you feel me. Whoever you marry is on the same spiritual path as you. It be Muslim men out here chasing after these Christian women, and that shit never work out. Either the woman gonna convert or the marriage it's gonna fall apart, because we need to make sure our relationships based on a spiritual foundation. A woman may get with a man for a level of recognition or respect that he got, for financial benefits. We may get married for business purposes, but once the business fall off, then there go the love in the marriage. And so it's important to make sure our relationships is based on a spiritual foundation. That's all. That it make us come together for a much more divine purpose, versus me and we getting money together and having sex. You feel me? Like if we on the same spiritual path, it's gonna make the relationship way more stronger and last longer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Damn, it was something I need to say. See, I be really listening attentively, so I be forgetting about. Man, I had a good ass topic. Damn, it was something that you
Shit, man, I'm
said.
finna slide up out of here on y'all, man. Y'all do y'all
It's
thing,
been
man.
good too much. It's been
All
good,
right,
man.
keep on
Good,
All
peace,
good
right,
God.
bill.
man. Peace, G.
Good bill, man. Good bill. All right. But yeah, damn, that was gonna be a good bill too. But nah, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate this conversation, man. It's been a good one. It's been a good one. Do
For
anybody got
sure.
any topics before I go? If y'all got any topics,
Yeah, I'm about to jump down too, my boy, man. I appreciate the energy, God.
already, man. It's been good, man. I appreciate you for coming up. It's been a good little
For
topic, man.
sure. Peace and polygamy.
Peace and polygamy, bro. We good for tonight? Well, I love y'all, man. I ain't got tired. We done spoke to I done got tired on this hoe. Yeah. The same reason how you in my comments worried about what I got going on. What I eat don't make you shit. So you don't gotta worry about it. You know? All right, I love y'all, man. I'm gonna talk to y'all later.